Hey, YouTubers, breaking news. New Apple phones out there. Head over to apple.com to check it out. I'm going to go through some of the pages with you in case you're too lazy to hit the button. Just kidding on that part. But lots of cool stuff over there. So, starting at the very bottom, the new model, the iPhone XS, starts at $749. Has the you would think the lowest capacity version is 64 gigs, so that's what you get at $749. Quite a bit more. You will get 512 gigs. That's half a terabyte. That is just ridiculous for a phone to have that much freaking storage space on it. So size-wise, 6.24 ounces, which is comparative to most of the phones out there these days, like a LG V20, V30, or the Stylo 4, or even the Samsung S9s, S whatevers. So color choices. I've seen that there's a bunch more color choices besides this, depending on the model. You may also see red, black, and coral blue, I believe. Blue, coral, and yellow. So that part's pretty cool. Here's some of the dimensions on it. Where's the diagonal size at? There you go. So the XS is 5.8 inches. The XS Max is 6.5. A lot of cool features in these. Some of them, not that big a deal because you see them in other phones and some of the other iPhones. But this is the looking almost like the ultimate phone. Let's look at jump over the XS Max. It's got those things you love in it. The Retina display. This has a 6.5 inch screen, so it's almost zero border. So some of the phones that are out there that are 5.7, this will be from the outside of the case, basically the same size, but the screen's that much bigger. OLED screen. It's going to be a pretty awesome screen, I would imagine. I was a little surprised by the pixel resolution, though. I believe my current LG V20 has about 500 some PPI, so that's surprising that one is actually better than this new Apple iPhone, but it is what it is, right? Here's some cool stuff. So I think all these new ones are going to have the new A12 processor, their next generation. And I'll tell you what, if we can find it on here real quick. It's in a different location on here. 15% faster for most things, and up to 50% as far as the GPU that is, I guess, attached to the CPU in this thing. Making gaming even that much better. So that makes it something you and your kids are going to want. And if you have one, your kid's going to want to play it all the friggin' time. I would imagine this chip will be in the next generation iPads. All right, so dual 12 megapixel wide angle and telephoto cameras. Nothing super huge there. A lot of other companies have even higher megapixels in their cameras and have the dual thing. The wide angle is awesome when you have doing a selfie and you've got somebody next to you, you're taking a regular photo and you want widescreen. I'm assuming this has the dual on each side, or that dual capability, like some of the other phones, but I have to double check that one. So here is a big plus, actually. 2x optical zoom. I believe there's only one or two other phones that I've read that actually have optical zoom built into them. And what that means is, basically you're going to get to zoom in on stuff, at least double the size, and keep, nice crisp image before you hit that digital zoom. And this digital zoom up to 10, which that's freaking incredible. But digital zoom, gets really grainy, so you need a really high res photo to be able to appreciate what you took a picture of. So another cool thing, panorama up to 63 megapixels. So that's quite a few pictures stacked together at very high res. So some really cool stuff in there with just the camera. Video wise, now this is one reason I want it. One reason I'm either thinking something like this, the LG V30, Samsung S9, 4K video recording at 60 frames per second. Just to buy a regular camera, video camera that will do that will set you back quite a few dollars. I usually shoot my stuff with a Panasonic FZ80, which is a really nice camera, but it only shoots 30 frames per second 4K. So eventually it's going to have to go, because when I edit and slow-mo stuff, it just doesn't look as good as it would at the higher frame rate. All right, nothing spectacular here about 1080p or 720p. We'll skip on. We already talked about the 2X, but this is awesome. Slow-mo video support at 120 frames per second or 240 frames per second. That's going to make your slow-mos look great. This is something I wish I had. You can take 8 megapixel still photos while recording 4K video. That is awesome. And so some of this other stuff, not so special. Face ID, we already talked about that. So this is pretty cool. Soon they're going to have the video up from their little tech display thing they did today. And even though I won't be able to record that and put it back up, I don't believe, you can head over and see it. In case I didn't mention it, pricing starts at $749. Should be for the iPhone XS, up to $1099 for the iPhone XS Max. So kind of interesting they would use that terminology instead of Plus, because some of the other the Koreans are using Max in theirs, and there may be some other people. Great movie. If you haven't seen that, really enjoyed it. If I had this phone, I probably would watch it on the phone. All right, so here, let's go look at the A12 Bionic so you can see what it's about. Whole new level of intelligence. Here you go. 2 performance cores up to 15% faster than the A11 Bionic. And then down here, for those that you like gaming, 4-core GPU up to 50% faster than the A11 Bionic, which was, I think, 30 or 60% faster than the one that came before it. So pretty cool, people. Apple is going to take the lead on everybody. And I don't know if there's any new iPads out yet. But we'll leave it at that. So go check the site out. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe.